Hi everyone and welcome back to the Bodcast. This is episode 43 and I'm here and Ian is also here.
Hello.
So today's episode is going to be about Lego art. So that's quite a broad thing to talk about. They have a Lego art range.
They do.
Do you like it?
No.
It's different from I don't know, which is good.
Some of it looks okay, but I'd never buy it.
Because you think it's overpriced or you just don't care to have it on your wall?
I just don't care.
I think it looks quite satisfying, like putting all the pieces in. Like, I don't know. But I feel like it would also get a bit repetitive.
Mm.
And they're all very samey, just studs on, like to make mosaics. So one of the latest packs they've done, Lego art-wise, is the Build Together one.
Mm.
The one that's got, like, is it 9 different pictures you can do? Or, no, you can make 9 mosaics at once.
Yeah.
But there are multiple options. And you can change it to be the classic spaceman.
Yeah.
So they've just released alternate instructions for that, for, like, Easter builds.
Right.
Which seems quite fun, that you've already got a whole bunch of stuff that you can build.
Mm.
And now you've got 9 more things you could build. Makes me want it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. How much do you think you'll enjoy dismantling it to another one?
I don't know.
Because even with a brick separator, it's not fun taking off that many tiles.
I'm wondering whether, like, what age do you think they're aimed at?
I have no idea.
Because the pictures are quite simple pictures. Obviously, they're smallish. I'm just wondering whether it would be a fun thing for the girls to do. Especially if they're going to, like, how often do you think they will release new ones to use the same dots? That must be quite a lot of work to...
I don't know. It depends how many extra dots there are in it, really. You know, what decent combinations of colours you've got. You know, obviously, doing something like the Star Wars ones, which are very red and black, you're then limited in that you couldn't, do Yoda's face out of it because you need the green. So,
but that's the thing. This Build Together one, there's quite a big colour palette. So
that means that you've got a lot more freedom in what you do.
Which is why I'm thinking that's quite a good one to get, because even if you don't want to build the mosaics, it's a good dots pack, maybe.
If you need lots of tiles.
I definitely do. I don't know, to build mosaics.
Okay.
So at Lego shows, specifically at the Reading one, there was like a gallery of mosaics and things. And in that bit, they had a whole bunch of bricks and plates for the children to create their own sort of pictures. They were bricks as opposed to dots, so it wasn't like make your own mosaic.
Yeah, they were 1 by 1 bricks, weren't they?
I think so, yeah. So you could make... And some created things that were then like more 3D.
Yeah.
Had a bit more height to them. So all of those children were then creating essentially art.
Yes.
Would you say that the entirety of the show, not just the bit they'd branded as art, is really art? Like all those Lego mocks, is that art?
No.
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 Why not?
Because I wouldn't say, an action figure is art.
No, I wouldn't say an action figure is art.
So why is Lego that's made to look like an action figure art?
So you're saying in that specific case, if someone has used Lego to make an action figure, that's not art?
I'm just saying that I don't consider them to be art.
So none of the mocks? So like the one we like best at the Reading show, the tree, that's not art?
No.
Do
you count ornaments as art?
Maybe. Ornaments?
Yeah.
I would say ornaments in my head are like mass produced and loads of people can have them. So I wouldn't see them as art. I don't know why.
So you're saying if a print of a painting is mass produced, it's not art?
No, that is art. Maybe an ornament is art. Why is a Lego mock? Like, to me, that's someone being really creative and making something themselves.
Okay.
And that's kind of the same as painting. Like, You're taking stuff in your head and using a medium to get it out. Like, one is paint, one is Lego bricks.
But then isn't everything art? Is a board game art?
Board game has art.
Is a board game itself art? Because what you've done is you've taken an idea and you've made it into something, which, according to you, is art.
I guess there's that extra aspect of for the purpose of being visually appealing.
Not all art is visually appealing.
I guess.
Some of it's meant to be thought-provoking.
Yeah. There was apparently a shark that someone put into their roof, like a shark sculpture. And they specifically didn't get planning permission for it.
Right.
And it was meant to be like, the art was like a protest against planning permission and things.
Right.
And the council have now listed the building or added it like so that people can't change it.
Right.
And the son of whoever did it, is like, you completely ruined the statement it's trying to make by giving it permission to be there. So I guess sometimes art is about the statement, not necessarily about the thing to see. Quite funny that. I just thought it was a funny story. Why can't it be art? You're saying that if Lego can be art, then everything is art. And therefore Lego can't be art.
I'm saying you need to come up with a definition that doesn't apply to everything.
What is the definition of art?
I don't know.
It says, this is Wikipedia. Art is a diverse range of human activity and resulting product that involves creative or imaginative talent, expressive of technical proficiency, beauty, emotional power, or conceptual ideas. There is no generally agreed definition of what constitutes art. Okay, so I would say Lego mocks are art.
Okay.
And you're saying they're not.
I don't think so.
Why are you saying they're not?
Because I don't see how Lego mocks can be art without everything in the world being classed as art.
If someone makes a table, you're saying that's art, by my definition.
If a Lego mock is art, then yes, a table is definitely art.
So they have, in places they've done exhibitions of Lego models.
Sculptures.
Art. Okay, sculpture is art.
Yeah.
So why are those art and a mock is not?
But a sculpture can be made out of anything.
So you're saying...
I'm not saying anything made out of Lego is a sculpture.
So what makes it a sculpture?
I don't know.
So I'm struggling to see why it's not like a Lego mock isn't art.
Okay.
But I'm also seeing...
So do you see Lego sets as art?
No.
Why?
I guess a Lego set is somebody's art, but for me it's not. I'm not creating art by building a Lego set because I'm just following someone else's art. But I wouldn't think of it as art because it's a mass-produced product and it's not someone being creative for the purposes of them being creative. It's them being creative because they're paid to be, or like they've got to sell stuff. It's tricky.
Yeah. So you think that all Lego mocks are made without any kind of ulterior motive of making money on it?
No, maybe.
Does submitting it into Lego Ideas suddenly mean it's no longer art because you're suddenly trying to win a prize and a considerable amount of money if it gets chosen?
No, I think you're allowed to win money for art. Is that not a thing? Is there not like art
But
awards?
then how is that different?
I don't know,
Lego
because
set,
someone
then?
said to them, right, we want to make this set. Maybe it's a group effort and therefore it's no longer art. If you get can you create art as a group?
Of course you can.
Group art. They used to do it all the time on like the kids program. They'd get all the kids to come along and put like leaves down on a big painting. What is that called? Art Attack. Yeah, that was art. That was group art, I guess.
Yeah.
Lego have also got the Lego Ideas set coming out soon of actual art in Lego form.
Yes.
So that's what getting even more confusing.
It is. So is that art because it's a Lego
Is it art because it's
art?
based on art, yeah? Or is it art because... I mean, surely, like it says on Wikipedia, that there's no definition of what constitutes art.
No.
It's a personal thing, I guess.
Yes.
So why do we go to Lego shows? To see what other people have created.
Yeah.
So they're art.
I wouldn't call it art.
But it is art.
According to you.
Yeah, I think... It's like going to an exhibition, is it not? It is an exhibition of their creations.
Yes.
So we could just call them My Own Arts. Mowers.
Yeah, but as I say, I don't see how you can classify that as art and not every Lego set, because to me it's the same thing.
I guess, can you class like food as art? So cooking. Someone comes up with a new recipe. That's not art, is it? Or the art of cooking. That is a thing. Like, oh my goodness.
I feel this episode is mainly you trying to work out what art is.
I think in my head I thought this is obvious. Lego can be art. Lego has an art range, so like it's clear. But suddenly everything is art.
Yeah.
Like literally everything is art.
Yes.
And not everything can be art. Otherwise, what's the point? Like if everything is art,
Then nothing is art.
then nothing is art. Yeah. Is it that it's art to certain people?
I don't know.
So like someone who wants to see Mox and goes to a Lego show and stands in front of them and looks at them for the purpose of just appreciating them, they're seeing them as art. A small child is going and going, wow, cool creation, but they're not thinking it's art.
I don't know.
I'm confused by this all.
Okay.
Why does it matter?
I don't know. So they're looking at. So there's talk of the Rolling Stones art set,
Yes.
which people aren't sure what it is.
Yes, because it's more pieces than before, or it's... No, less pieces than before, but higher price. Is that right?
I can't remember.
So
maybe.
the ones like the Beatles where you can build one of any of them from one set, I think you have more pieces because they obviously need the spare pieces to swap out.
Yeah.
But the price is lower than this new one. Do we know what it is yet? Or
Well, I thought it was meant to be the kind of logo.
is that the lips?
Yeah, the lips. Yeah.
That was me sticking my tongue out for those of us, which
So
is
it
all
could-
of you.
It could be that it's actually going to be a sculpture of it.
Oh, like 3D,
Yeah.
not a mosaic.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Is that then art?
I don't know.
Because clearly what Lego mean when they say Lego art in their range is you can hang it on the wall.
Do they?
That's currently what they seem to be.
Yeah.
And they've got brick sketches,
Mm.
which are smaller, but I assume still go on the wall.
I suppose they could.
So far we've concluded that Lego have got some art sets
They've got some sets that
they call
they
art.
call art.
We disagree on whether mocks are art.
Yeah. We disagree on whether sets are art.
Do you think sets are art?
No.
I don't think sets are
I
art.
don't think mocks are art.
Right.
I don't think you can differentiate between the two. And if we're saying that the sets that Lego sell as art are art, then they're the same as all the other Lego sets in most basic terms. Therefore, all of those sets must be art.
Yeah, okay. So we're back to everything is art or nothing is art.
Yeah. And so far, most of the art range has been portraits.
So why do they not just call it Lego mosaics?
Because if this
Rolling Stones one
Rolling
isn't.
Stones one isn't a portrait or isn't a mosaic, then they want to call it something else, don't they?
The Lego art logo makes it look very much mosaic only.
Hmm.
So it will be interesting to see about the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Do you think
Do
that...
they class the world map as art?
Yeah, because it goes on your wall and it's made of the dots. They also have some jigsaw puzzles under art, which is weird.
Yeah. But they don't include the dots billboard as art, despite the fact that that's made from dots and can go on the wall.
Yeah, and you can create your own art with that.
Yeah.
So that's also art. I don't know what is Lego playing at, calling things art that's not art.
Mm.
Ultimately, I think what I want to say in this is I want the Create Together set.
Okay.
But it's £104. It's a lot.
It's expensive. Art's expensive.
Yeah, it's true. So, Brick Snaps, the guy who made the Encanto, big Encanto build, the massive Rapunzel house, various other amazing looking things. Is that art?
No.
You still don't think that's art?
So they think mocks are art.
Is it art if you would pay to have it?
No. I would pay to buy a hot dog. I'm not classing a hot dog as art.
No, but that's food. If you buy the hot dog and put it on a plinth, then it's art. If you're buying it to display it, is there the display element? Just, I know you can display sets. Shush. You could display your hot dog, then it's art.
No.
No.
But if we look at, so we specifically say Brick Snaps, he takes someone else's creation and then builds it in a different medium, essentially.
So he's
He
taking
takes
like
the stuff
the
from the
animated
films
movie and
builds
turns it into... But it's beautiful. How
Okay.
can something be beautiful and not be art?
Butterflies.
Those arty things.
Butterflies can be beautiful and they're quite clearly not art.
Okay, living things can't be art.
Why?
Okay, what's living that is art?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, so I don't think... There's no art that is a living thing.
Okay, so far we've concluded that art is inanimate objects not made by Lego but made from Lego. Is that what we're going with?
Well, and other things.
And other things. So, is a photo of a butterfly that's beautiful art?
Is photography art? Yes,
So,
so...
is a photo of a butterfly, so you've got a beautiful butterfly, you take a photo of it, is that photo now art?
I kind of want to say it depends on who took the photo and how they took it. Like, if I just snap it on my phone, probably not art.
But it's still beautiful. You talked about, is anything beautiful art? I'm not sure this is a very good episode of a podcast, but it's quite fun just posing philosophical questions about art to you and seeing what you do.
Yeah, I feel like this maybe needs the face cam so you can see my confused face. There's a lot more gaps in real life than there will be in the edited podcast.
Yeah.
Because I'll take all my thinking out, make it sound like I'm not pondering life. So you're not a fan of the Lego art range?
No, not at all.
You don't think that it deserves to be on your walls?
No,
Would you rather have other art on your walls, or do you just not care for art?
I don't care all that much for art, to be honest.
Sorry, I said for art, but I put it too close together and it made me giggle.
Oh dear.
What do you think of the fact that Lego are offering alternate builds themselves these days on the VIP Centre? So it's not just... Is it just the art sets?
I don't know.
I think it's just the art sets I've seen.
But they used to do alternative builds all the time.
Would they give the instructions though?
No, I think they tended to just give you the pictures of them.
You had to work it out yourself.
Yeah, they've done some. So, like, I know the 3-in-1 set with the sharks, also an anglerfish and a squid.
Squid's over there.
That they had a fourth one that you could download for the whale. You know, so there you've got an alternative one. But most of like the vintage Lego instructions at the back will have pictures showing you alternative things. In some cases they're fairly easy to work out how to modify to make it into that. In some cases they're not.
I mean, the first modular Cafe Corner had a picture of... It wasn't an alternate... Oh, there might have been an alternate build, but there was also like a... get several sets
pictures
combined.
show how to combine them and produce something different.
So online right now, the only things that you can get alternate building instructions at the reward centre is the art stuff.
Okay. Is it all free or do you have to pay for it?
No, it's all free.
Yeah.
Do you think they may be doing that because they feel that their art sets are quite costly and therefore to keep people coming back for them, they need to give them a bit more value than they already have?
Don't know. Or do you think it's that they're trying to get people to buy multiple of them by giving them multiple designs that they could display at the same time?
Yeah, I guess that's also an option. Because most of the sets have already come with more than one option, haven't they? So then to have more... I mean, Batman 1 has like 3 like normal size builds.
Yeah.
Then a like double build and then a triple build. So if you wanted to build all of them, you'd need 8 sets. That's a lot of sets.
That is.
That's like £840.
Or would you? So I guess you would because you need the frames and stuff. But say like the Joker has green hair.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be green in any of the other pics.
No.
So if you built
There's
all
some
of them,
green in here.
there might be little bits of it. But you would definitely, if you bought 7 sets and made all the ones apart from the Joker, you'd have a lot of green pieces left over.
Right. How's that going to help you?
Well, so I'm just
Oh,
thinking...
you say you could use the green
So if you had
then to make the
7,
Joker.
do you think you'd have enough spare to make the Joker?
Who's
without
gonna buy enough to work that out?
I don't know.
I guess
Someone will do it.
You could just look it up online.
Yeah.
Maybe that's an interesting thing to look.
Obviously, you still need all the frame bits, so
Yes.
it doesn't help
But
you
you
that
can get
much.
those on bricks and pieces, can't
Yeah.
you? So you could do it that way. But that's quite a commitment, and that's quite a lot of wall space as well.
Yeah, but they've done that before, haven't they? The Star Wars one.
The Iron Man, I think, as well.
Yeah, that came with a
long
design which was 3 horizontal,
Yeah.
and the Star Wars one was a 3 vertical. Even the mini Mickey one, you had individual or together.
In a bigger one.
Yeah, it was a 2 wide one.
That's the one I think I like the most, the Mickey and Minnie one. The Elvis one, does that have alternate?
I don't know.
Yeah, but no giant build for that one.
I can't say I really think that the Elvis one, having multiple ones, makes much difference. You know, with the Beatles, you can choose your favourite one to build.
Yeah.
Whereas with Elvis, whichever one you pick, it's still Elvis. So is it the Mickey and Minnie? You can have them separately or put them together, and it works as a 2.
Because they're looking at each other, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they're still separate. Oh no, hang on. Yeah. Okay, so they're exactly the same.
You just build 2 of them and then stick them together as opposed to a different design.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we try to not have Lego outside of the Lego room.
Yeah,
I feel like that used to be a lot more manageable before our children got really into Lego and
well,
just deposit.
We're not meant to have Lego on display outside of the Lego room.
Yeah.
The fact that there is Lego everywhere, most of the time it's not on display.
It's just a side effect of it being used. So if we were to get Lego art, would you have any sort of stipulation on where it could be?
I don't like it, so it wouldn't be anywhere as far as I'm concerned.
You're saying our budget does not stretch to Lego art?
I think I don't want Lego art on the wall.
Not even Mickey and Minnie?
No, not even Mickey and Minnie.
So you don't think it's art?
Nope.
Or you don't care for it?
I definitely don't care for it, and I don't think it's art.
But it's called art.
So?
Okay, so I guess we'll throw it out to the audience.
Yeah.
Is Lego art art?
Is Lego art?
No, but let's do it in the right order. Is Lego art art? Are Lego mocks art? Is Lego in general art? Is everything art?
Is nothing art?
Yeah. Let us know in the comments below what you think. Also, if you want to hear random episodes of the podcast.
We have some non-random ones.
If you want to hear slightly better...
If you want to hear slightly less philosophical talks about Lego, then check out our playlist.
Yeah.
Carrie will link it up now.
Yeah. And all this to say, like, if you've got the Create Together set, there's a new alternate build for Easter available now, so go and check it out. That's kind of the underlying point from here. We'll be back next week. If you've got any suggestions for what we could talk about, let us know, and we will see you then. Bye.
Bye.